Welcome. I'm Inger, she is Rosie, and this is Be Free Yoga. We're so glad you joined us today. This is a 1-hour Vinyasa Flow Yoga class designed for all levels. Just modify based on your fitness level, any injuries you might have, and how you're feeling today, because every day is different and every body is different. If you like practicing with no music or with your own music, you're in the right place. If you prefer to practice with my carefully curated playlist, you can find these same classes on my website, www.befreeyogaAustin.com. And that's B with 2 E's, like the bumblebee. Also there you will find a relaxing guided meditation and written reflections on the weekly topic to help you on your spiritual path. Enjoy your practice today, and thank you so much for joining us. Hello, welcome to Be Free Yoga. I'm Inger, and this is my faithful companion, Rosie. And we are so glad you joined us today for the class on authenticity, or being yourself. Sometimes before we can present our authentic self to the world, we have to get to know ourselves. And one way to do that is to start to tune into your preferences. You can start with small things like chocolate or vanilla, regular or decaf. And you can also practice here on your mat, intuiting when you need to go deeper into a posture or maybe modify or take a rest. So today's class is a choose your own adventure class. Don't worry, I'm not going to leave you flowing on your own for long periods of time, but here and there I'm going to offer choices for you to create the class that's right for you today. In an ironic twist, if you're doing this class with music, all of the songs are cover songs. You'll need 2 blocks for your practice today. And we're going to start right off the bat with you picking the position you would like to start in. You could start in child's pose. You could lay on your back in corpse's pose. Maybe on your back you bring the soles of your feet together in Baddha Konasana. Or you could put some blocks under your head and between your shoulder blades for a supported fish. You can do whatever position feels good to you. So settle in. And if you choose not to choose today, feel free to just follow along with me. Take a few deep, full breaths and open mouth exhales. As your body gets heavy and you bring yourself here into this space. Send your breath into the nooks and crannies of your body that need acceptance. Settle into your unique natural breath. I'm going to start off class with a quote by Vinyasa Flow. I'm sorry to the former versions of myself who traded in authenticity for an outcome I convinced myself was more important than honoring myself. So take a moment right now at the beginning of class to forgive yourself for all the times you were less than authentic. Knowing that we all seek belonging, but that real belonging comes from presenting your true self to the world. Take one more breath in whatever position you're in. And then slowly find your way into child's pose. You can take your time. And when you get here, Grab 2 blocks on the low setting and place your hands on top of those blocks. Your arms are straight and active. Sink your chest low between your thighs. Press your hands down onto the blocks. Feel the heat build up in your shoulders. Sway your hips side to side. On your next inhale, round your spine up. Set your blocks to the side for a second and come into tabletop. You choose what you do here in tabletop. Maybe it's cat-cow. Maybe it's some barrel rolls. Maybe you do side stretches or even thread the needle. Sending one arm under your body and bringing your cheek and shoulder to the mat. If you're doing something on one side, switch it out and do the other side. And then come back to your neutral tabletop. Next, bring your blocks back for puppy pose with elbows on your blocks. Keep enough space between your 2 blocks so that your head can sink low towards your mat. Your elbows bend, hands come behind your head. Reach your tailbone high and press your chest low. With every exhale, open your shoulders a little bit more. Option to stay right here if this is feeling great in your body. Or you can move into dolphin with me, setting your blocks to the side. Forearms to the earth. Create number 11 with your forearms. Tuck your toes and send your hips up. Press your chest towards your thighs. Traction your hands and arms forward on your mat. Lift your tailbone higher. You can stay here in your dolphin or move into down dog. Maybe you lower your knees to assist you, or maybe you walk up onto your hands. Notice how open your shoulders are for this first down dog, because we've been doing so much shoulder work already. Pedal out your legs. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. And exhale, take tiny steps forward for ragdoll. Choose your own adventure here. You could take a heart opener, interlacing your hands and reaching them high. Maybe you hold opposite elbows in front of or behind your legs. Maybe you let your arms hang long. Wherever you are, keep your knees bent, your neck and shoulders relaxed. One more big breath in. Exhale, release your grip. Toe heel your feet together, slight space between your heels. And then slowly roll up, one vertebra at a time. When you get to the top, do some shoulder shrugs or rolls. And then bring your hands to your heart and close your eyes. Let your practice on your mat today be a unique expression of you. Tune into your preferences. Practice acceptance of where you're at today and let go of being perfect and begin the work of being yourself. Take a full inhale to seal this intention. Open mouth, exhale. Open your eyes, release your hands to the side. Ground down through your feet, spread your toes wide on your mat. Inhale, mountain pose, reach high. Take a steeple grip, interlace your fingers and release your pointers. Take the flare out of your ribs. Full inhale, grow 1 inch taller. Exhale, back bend. Keep your belly button drawn into your spine to support your lower back. This is a tiny back bend, more of a heart opener really, so focus on keeping those shoulders as open as you can. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, side bend to the right, get long, and then willow your arms to the right. You can gaze up past your left armpit, hips move to the left. Inhale through center, lengthen. Exhale, willow to the other side. Right shoulder open. On your next inhale, rise back up. Release your grip. Exhale, open, twist to the right. Keep your hips facing forward. Right hand goes back. Look towards the back of the room. Roll your right shoulder down your back. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, open, twist to the left. I'm illustrating some different options that you have here in mountain. You can choose from these when we start flowing. Send your left hip forward. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Engage your glutes and hamstrings on the way down. Shift your weight forward. Lengthen through the back seams of your legs. Let your torso be heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. Tweeze your shoulder blades together. Spread through your collarbones and the back of your neck. One more inhale. Exhale, ball pose. Curl up in a ball. Lift your heels high. You can use blocks or your hands on the floor. Give yourself a hug just as you are. On your next inhale, halfway lift. Rise up, hands on your shins. Exhale, chaturanga. You guys know your options here. You can be on your knees, you can be on your toes. You can skip it. Inhale, up dog, and move into down dog. Lead with your hips. Exhale, down dog. Your breath in. Your breath out. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain, push into your feet as you rise up. Take whatever option feels good to you. Maybe you twist, maybe you side bend, maybe you back bend. One side and then the other. It doesn't have to be the same every time. Big breath in. Exhale, forward fold or ball pose, your choice. Stay for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Fight gravity on the way down. Slow descent, elbows at your sides. Inhale, up dog, levitate your thighs. Exhale, down dog. Big deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale, sink your heels lower. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain. Dive up. Exhale, maybe you take a different choice. Maybe it's something I haven't even suggested, something your body's asking for. Inhale through mountain. Exhale, forward fold or ball pose. Stay for an inhale. Stay for an exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Open your shoulders. Exhale, down dog. Draw your belly up and in. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front. Forward fold. Inhale, chair. Set your hips low, weight in your heels. Traction your heels apart like you're ripping apart your mat and feel your outer glutes fire up. As we begin our sun B, let go of supposed to's and do what feels right to you. One more inhale. Exhale, drinking bird. Rise up on your tiptoes, airplane arms. Seal your heels together, activate your triceps. Option for diver. Maybe you straighten your legs like you're about to go off the high dive. Everything's active in whichever pose you choose. Inhale back through chair. Sink back, reach high. Exhale, forward fold. Your inhale, your exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, or if you need a break, you can rest in child's pose. We're heading to low lunge, right foot forward. Can meet us there. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, send your right leg high. Level your hips. And do whatever feels good here. Maybe you want to open your hip, bend your leg and stack. Maybe you want to rainbow your legs side to side. You could also do some pulses. On your next inhale, meet in three-legged dog again. Lift your heel higher. Exhale, knee to nose. Hinge forward into plank. Make your right leg small. Tuck it in. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step through lightly. Lengthen your spine. Weight in your feet, not your hands. Inhale, crescent lunge. Rise up. Send your left hip forward. Spike your back heel. Back leg straight. Uddiyana Bandha, your core is engaged. And big breath in. Exhale, fists of fire. Step onto your right foot and lift your left knee. Strong exhale. Fists at your hips. Inhale. One-legged mountain, reach your arms high. Dial your left hip down as you reach up through your right leg. Exhale, straighten your left leg forward. Activate the front of your leg, the top of your leg as you reach through your heel. Inhale back to one-legged mountain, grow taller. Exhale, open staff. Send your knee to the side, cactus your arms. You want a nice open left hip here. And you want to spread through your collarbones, draw your elbows to the back of the room. Inhale, dragon. Hinge forward. Level your hips out. Closed hips now. Send the sole of your left foot up towards the sky. Press your palms together, thumbs at third eye. Spread your fingers wide. Remember to breathe. One more inhale. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Step back. Hinge forward. Draw your triceps towards each other. Even your fingers are active. Inhale, warrior two. Take up space on the way there. Front knees open and stacked over your ankle. On your next exhale, side angle or triangle. So you can straighten or knot your front leg and reach forward and down. Keep your torso long and rotate your rib cage, whichever choice you're in. Remember to breathe, look up to bring the twist into your cervical spine. Inhale, reverse your triangle or your warrior. Lengthen both sides of your body as you reach up and back. One more inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Remember your options. Now you have the option of an ekapada, floating your right foot off the floor. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Rest here. How do you feel about all your choices on that first side? Inhale, send your left leg high. Take your options here. Maybe you rainbowed, whatever you did on the first side. It's good to do it here. Maybe you pulsed, maybe you opened your hip. Inhale, back to three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Heel towards your glute. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step it through. Inhale, crescent. Rise up. Push into the ball of your back foot. Send your right hip forward. Engage your core. Back leg active. Full breath in. Exhale, fists of fire. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Root down through your standing foot. Flex your lifted leg. Send your right hip down. Exhale, straighten your leg. Fire it up. Lift it as high as you can. Inhale, back to one-legged mountain. Exhale, open staff. Knee and elbows to the sides. Press the backs of your hands to the back wall. Right hip open. Inhale, dragon. Hinge forward. Close your hips. Flex your foot. Feel the power of the dragon. Activating your third eye center. One more inhale. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Inhale, warrior two, open up to the right. Take the same option here, either triangle or side angle. Front knee is straight or bent. Wrap your lower ribs under your upper ribs. Reach in opposing directions. Imagine ripping apart the mat with your feet. Inhale, reverse. Reach up and back with your left hand, get long. Full inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front. We're going to flow now. Inhale, chair. Make it even lower. Exhale, drinking bird or diver. Your choice. Inhale, back through chair. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at your hips. Weight in your toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice flat spine. Lengthen through the back of your neck. Exhale, chaturanga. Slow and controlled. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, send your right leg high. Level hips. Exhale, knee to nose. Curl it in. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Root into your feet. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, fists of fire. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Get tall. Exhale, extend your leg forward. Top of your leg super active. Inhale, bend. Exhale, open staff. Inhale, dragon. Controlled transition there. Fully embody the posture. Remember to breathe. One more inhale. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Step back lightly. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle or triangle. Maybe you do the other option. Maybe you do the same thing. Inhale, reverse it. Reach up and back. Exhale, chaturanga. If you're needing a break, take it. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Big cleansing breath in. Release some heat with an open mouth exhale. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step it through. Inhale, crescent lunge. Send your right hip forward. Exhale, fists of fire. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, send your heel forward. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, open staff. Inhale, dragon. Find a drishti, a gaze to support you. Send your right hip down. One more inhale. Exhale. Crescent lunge with airplane arms, big step back. Inhale, warrior two. Front knee open. Exhale, take the same option, either a bent or a straight knee. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Your breath in. Your breath out. We're going to flow through that one more time. Look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front. Forward fold. Inhale, chair. Weight in your heels. Lengthen your arms. Exhale, drinking bird or diver. Your knees are either bent or straight. Rise up on your tiptoes. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, chaturanga. You can skip it and meet in low lunge, right foot forward. Inhale, up dog. Keep your heart open. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, send your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, heel towards your hip. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Weight in your feet, ground down. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, fists of fire. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, straighten your leg forward. Inhale, bend it. Exhale, open staff. Reach your heart forward and your elbows back. Inhale, dragon. Remember to breathe. Lift your heel higher. One more inhale. Exhale. Crescent lunge with airplane arms, super active hands. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, triangle or side angle. Rotate your rib cage. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, chaturanga. Ride your breath all the way down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Try and let go of what choices other people are making. Make your own choices. Left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, fists of fire. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Strong arms. Exhale, lengthen your leg forward. Inhale, bend. Exhale, open staff. Inhale, dragon. Send your sole of your foot skyward. One more inhale. Exhale, crescent lunge. Airplane arms. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, triangle or side angle. Inhale, reverse. Let your hips move forward as you reach back. Exhale, chaturanga. You did it. That was 3 repetitions today. So strong. Exhale into down dog. Inhale, high plank, hinge forward. We have one more thing to do before we get our break. You can stay right here in plank. You can lower to your knees. You can join me in the challenge of lifting one hand, then the other, then one foot, and then the other. Rotate between your hands and your feet and try and keep your hips very steady as you go, keeping your core engaged. One more time through. I know it's a lot. You can lower your knees and just lift your hands and then lower them down. Whew. I'm warm. I don't know about you. Grab a sip of water. Contemplate, while you're cooling off for a minute, the difference between being authentic to yourself when you're alone in your home practicing yoga and being authentic when you're in a classroom situation. Do you feel pressure to be something other than what you are? To be more like someone else or less like someone else? Nothing to do about it, just an observation. And then once you're ready, we are going to come onto our back. I want you to send your legs skyward. Your hands can be by your hips, palms down, or you can even work them under the edge of your hips for a little added support. Point your toes and glue your lower back down. Bring your legs to 45 degrees. And then with your toes, write a word, something that you love, a preference of yours. Maybe it's a person or a thing or something to eat or drink or an activity. It can be in cursive or printing. If you finish your word, write it again or write a new one. Keep your legs active and your lower back on the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Draw your knees in, press your back down, maybe rock side to side. Then take a long good morning stretch. Arms overhead. Point and flex your toes. And then find stillness, just rest here with your ribs expanded and your lower back arched off the floor. I love this quote by Agatha Christie about being authentic as you get older. Since I just turned 50, it resonates with me. As life goes on, it becomes tiring to keep up the character you invented for yourself. And so you relapse into individuality and become more like yourself every day. This is sometimes disconcerting to those around you, but a great relief to the person concerned. I don't know if you guys feel that way, but with every year that passes, I care a little bit less what people think, and I'm a little bit more myself, which is such a gift of aging. Way better than the gift of beauty or youth. Authenticity. All right, I want you to bend your knees, grab the back of your thighs, and rock and roll up for boat pose. Boat pose has just so many options. As you guys know, you can keep your heels on the floor, hands behind your thighs, lengthen your spine, and lean back until you feel your core engage. The only requirement is a long spine and an open heart. Then you can do the options of letting go, lifting your heels, point or flex your toes, straighten one leg and then the other. You could grab your block and row your boat, tapping it from side to side, trying to keep your legs steady. You could do low to high boats. You could do some interpretive dance, really let your individuality show. Especially if you're at home alone, there's no excuse. Great workout for your core. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross your legs, release. You can go through a chaturanga or you can meet in down dog. Maybe linger in the up dog to stretch out your abs. Exhale into down dog. We have one more standing series on each side. Inhale, lift your left heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Step it through. Starting on the left side this time. Inhale, open, twist to the left, left hand high. If your left hip came up, send it back down. Engage your right glute. Lengthen through your back leg. Option for a block under your right hand to bring the floor closer to you. On the inhale, twist a little deeper. And then exhale back to low lunge. Inhale, Utthita arms, stay low, reach your arms forward, fire up your legs, and then exhale. Airplane arms, lizard, reach your heart forward and your fingers back. Stay hinged forward, keep your hips low. Inhale, crescent, rise up, straighten your front leg. Keep your back heel lifted, reach your arms high on the inhale, and then exhale, pull down the sky as you bend your front knee. Come back into crescent, elbows at shoulder height. So your back leg is straight the whole time. Inhale, straighten your front leg, reach high. Exhale, pull down the sky. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Make your arms super active and deliberate. Inhale, straighten one last time. Exhale, modified pyramid. Hinge forward at your waist. Option for blocks on either side of your front foot on any setting. Keep your back heel lifted. That's what makes this modified. Send your right hip forward and your left hip back. Push into your front foot. Lengthen your spine. And then draw your chest towards your shin as you exhale. Take a few rounds of breath here. On your next inhale, bend your front knee. Rise back up to crescent lunge. Hips face the front. Exhale, fists of fire. Getting used to that now, aren't we? Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, do what feels good to you here. Maybe you want to pulse your lifted knee or straighten your leg like we did before. You could draw your knee towards your chest. Stand tall as you pull it in. You got a couple rounds of breath to do whatever you want. Maybe you just shake out your legs. Inhale back into your one-legged mountain. Exhale, open staff. Inhale, dragon. Hinge forward, foot high. Thumbs to third eye, big breath in. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Step back. With control, activate your triceps. Inhale, crescent, reach up. Exhale, revolve, crescent. Bring your hands to your heart. Hinge forward. Right elbow outside your left thigh. Think about lengthening your spine, then rotating your rib cage. Keep your back leg active. Squeeze your right glute. Send your hips lower. Option to lower your back knee for a little added support. You can stay right here. One more inhale. Or you can join me in revolve side angle. This is a new one. We've never done this before. Bring your block on the outside of your front foot. Right hand on your block. And see if you can rotate your back foot so the heel is on the floor now. Reach your left arm overhead in an Utthita arm. And then rotate your rib cage. This is not possible in everybody's body, and it'll look different for everybody. So be okay with what your version looks like. One more inhale, rotate a little deeper. And then exhale, runner's lunge. Lower your back knee. Toe heel your left foot forward and out. Sink your hips low. We're going to rest here for a few breaths. You can bring your forearms to the floor or a block. Imagine pressing your chest lower than your left thigh. With every exhale, sink your hips lower. On your next inhale, back up onto your hands. Activate your back leg. Step your left foot back, high plank. And then inhale into side plank, root into your right hand. Send your left hand high. You can stack or stagger your feet. Arms and shoulders in one line, hips high. Don't let them sink down. Option to lower your bottom knee, your right knee, for supported side plank. Big breath in. Exhale, thread the needle. Reach underneath you like you're gonna pet Rosie. Then inhale, open up. Exhale, thread the needle. If you have any wrist issues, you can do this on your forearm. You can skip this. One more, slow thread the needle. Inhale, back up. Exhale, chaturanga. Option for your knees. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. One more side to go. Right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step it through. Inhale, open twist to the right, right hand high. Option for a block under your left hand. Lower your right hip. Rotate your shoulders. Maybe look up. Big breath in. Exhale, back to low lunge. Inhale, Utthita, arms reach forward. Keep your chest hovering above your thigh. Reach for what you want. Exhale, airplane arms. Lizard. Fingers go back as your heart goes forward. Inhale, crescent. Rise up. Straighten your front leg. Push into your front foot. Big breath in. Exhale, bend your front leg. Pull down the sky. Back leg is straight the whole time. Inhale, reach and straighten. Exhale, bend and pull. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend that front knee again. Inhale, reach high, straight leg. Exhale, modified pyramid. Hinge forward. Blocks are there to support you. Ask for help when you need it. Lengthen on the inhales. Deepen on the exhales. Keep your right hip back and your left hip forward. Back heel off the floor. On your next inhale, bend your front knee. Reach your arms high, crescent. Exhale, fists of fire. Forceful exhale. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, a little time to choose your own adventure. Do what you did on the first side to stay even. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Inhale, back to one-legged mountain. Exhale, open staff. Inhale, dragon. Knees come together, then lift your heel hinge forward. Big breath in. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Step back lightly. You can adjust your stance. You don't have to stay where you land. Inhale, crescent. Reach high. Exhale, revolve, crescent lunge. Hands to your heart. Hinge forward. Left elbow outside your right thigh. Press your hands towards your heart. Keep your hips low. You can stay right here. You can lower your back knee, or you can take one more inhale and join me in revolve side angle. Bring your block outside your front foot, left hand on your block. Then lower your back heel. Reach your right arm up and then overhead towards the front of the room. Whew. Does it feel awkward? Is it hard? Let that be okay. One more inhale. Exhale, release into runner's lunge. Lower your back knee. Toe heel your right foot forward and out. And lower your forearms to the floor or a block or stay upright. Enjoy that feeling of stretching your right hip. On your next inhale, rise up. Bring your foot back, activate your back leg. High plank. And then side plank root into your left hand, right hand high. Option to lower your bottom knee, your left knee for support, or come down onto your forearm. Big breath in. Exhale, thread the needle. Really squeeze out your insides like you're wringing out the laundry. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, up. Exhale, chaturanga. On your toes or your knees. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, send your right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. Send your right knee behind your right wrist. Work to parallel your shin with the front of the room. Before you lower down and relax, which you can do now if you want to, we're going to do a steeple grip. If you'd like some support and your hips aren't on the floor, you can place a block under your right hip. And then interlace your hands, release your pointers. Keep your belly drawn in. If you want to try it without the block, draw up on your pelvic floor, your Mula Bandha. And big breath in. Exhale, sleeping. Come down to your forearms. Maybe you rest your forehead on a block. Practice radical acceptance here. On the inhale, squeeze your thighs together energetically. Feel your hips level out. And then exhale, release all tension. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. You can stay right here. Rest, chill out. Or you can go into mermaid. Rise up onto your hands. There's lots of options for mermaid. The first level is to just let your right hip fall to the ground, sort of tip to the side. Then bend your left leg, capture it with your left hand, and draw your heel towards your glute. Another option would be to take the block underneath your right hip again, like we did before for some stability. Then reach back and grab your foot. The idea is to eventually get your foot into the crook of your arm, bring your right arm into an ecstasy arm behind your head, and your hands will touch. And then maybe you want to try it without the block. Really keeping your pelvic floor engaged to keep you stable, unless you're so flexible that you're sitting on the floor. Whew. I'll give you one more inhale there. Exhale, release. Come out of where you are. Tuck your back toes. Send your right leg high. Option for scorpion dog, opening up your hip, a nice counter stretch. Or wild thing, letting your foot fall to the floor behind you. Right leg bent, left leg straight. Rainbow your hips up. Big breath in. Exhale into down dog. Find your way back. Your inhale. Your exhale. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale, half pigeon on the other side. Left knee behind your left wrist. Work your shin towards the front. May not be parallel yet, that's okay. Start with a steeple grip if it works for you. Option for a block under your left hip. Interlace your hands. Release your pointers, reach high. And then exhale into your sleeping pigeon. On the inhales, engage your Mula Bandha, your pelvic floor, squeeze your thighs together, everything's engaged. And then exhale, release, sink your hips lower. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze. And release. On your next inhale, option to rise up for mermaid or stay there. One side's liable to be different than the other, so be okay with that in advance. Remember, you can tip your hips down to the side, draw your heel towards your glute. You can stick a block under your left hip. Maybe start to work your foot into your elbow crease. Try and draw your right hip down towards the ground. If you want to try it without the block, maybe different on this side, but it doesn't hurt to try and explore. We're not trying to be cool or impress anyone. Full breath in and release. Send your left leg high, three-legged dog. Then take the option you took on the other side. Maybe you open your hip. Maybe you step back into wild thing. Rainbow your hips up. Arm overhead, big breath in. And exhale, unwind into down dog. Inhale, shift forward to high plank. Draw everything to the midline, big breath in. Exhale, slowly lower down to your mat. Prepare for baby cobra. Zip your legs together. Press down on the tops of your feet so that your knees lift. Press your pubic bone into the floor. Inhale, float your chest and hands off the floor. Look down at your mat. Lift a little higher. Use the strength of your back body. Keep pressing your feet down. Big breath in. Exhale, release your left cheek to the mat. Arms by your sides. Let your heels open up. Catch your breath and melt into your mat. Brene Brown says, authenticity is the daily practice of letting go of who we think we're supposed to be and embracing who we are. On your next inhale, come back through center. We're going to do whatever version of Superman appeals to you today. That's floating everything off the floor and balancing on the soft part of your belly. Your arms can be back here. They can be to the side. They can be overhead. You can swim. Tune into what your body needs. On your next inhale, float everything off the floor. Your limbs are super active. Roll onto the soft part of your belly. You can move and swim. You can be stable. Remember to breathe. 3, 2, 1. Lower your right cheek down. Bend your knees and windshield wiper your legs for a lower back release. This above all, to thine own self be true. And it must follow as the night the day, thou canst not then be false to any man. William Shakespeare on authenticity. On your next inhale, bring your chin through center. Frame your heart with your hands. Push up through tabletop. And then come to laying on your back. Bring a block along. You can grab a sip of water if you want. Press your feet into the floor. Lift your hips and slide a block under them on the low or the medium setting. Then send one leg high and then the other for waterfall. This is an inversion just like any other. You get the same benefits. You just have to stay in it a little bit longer. Notice your blood flowing naturally back to your heart. You can stay here if this feels amazing to you. Or you can come into supported shoulder stand, bring your elbows close to your sides. Then swing your hips up, remove your block, and capture your hips with your hands. Point your toes to the sky. Natural chin lock here. One of my YouTube followers suggested bicycles in shoulder stand, which I never even thought of. And it's so fun to do. So you could try that. Slow bicycles. Maybe you do a wide straddle stretch. Maybe you hold still. See what feels good. You can stay here, lower back down to your block. Or you can go into plow pose. Bend at your hips, flex your feet, and send your toes to the floor over your head. Fire up the front of your legs to lengthen the back of your legs. Option for knee to ear pose, bending your knees. And then slowly lower your hips down for happy baby. Your hands can assist. Knees are wide, hold the outside edges of your feet. When we open our hips like this, we release built up emotion and reconnect with the blissful state of being a baby when we were totally authentic and didn't care yet what other people thought. Imagine that state now as you explore your body. One more inhale. Release your feet, tee out your arms. Do an easy twist, drop your knees to the left as you look to the right. And then the other way. Drop your knees to the right as you look to the left. Inhale back through center. Curl up into a tiny ball, full wind removing pose, big breath in. And exhale into Shavasana. Let your hips open, your feet fall apart. Wrap your shoulder blades underneath you. It's time to be alone with yourself for a minute, fully, completely, and entirely. I'm going to close with one of my favorite quotes about pretending to be someone we're not, by Mark Nepo. We waste so much energy trying to cover up who we are, when beneath every attitude is the want to be loved, and beneath every anger is a wound to be healed, and beneath every sadness is the fear that there will not be enough time. When we hesitate in being direct, we unknowingly slip something on, some added layer of protection that keeps us from feeling the world. And often that thin covering is the beginning of a loneliness, which, if not put down, diminishes our chance of joy. It's like wearing gloves every time we touch something, and then forgetting we chose to put them on, we complain that nothing feels quite right. Our challenge each day is not to get dressed to face the world, but to unglove ourselves so that the doorknob feels cold and the car handle feels wet and the kiss goodbye feels like the lips of another human being, soft and unrepeatable. Begin to deepen and lengthen your breath. Notice what arrives and what departs. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle out your ankles and your wrists. Let your head fall to one side and then to the other. Take a long good morning stretch. Big breath in. And exhale into fetal pose on your favorite side. Cozy in. Use your bicep as a pillow. When I was working on this class, I noticed that it's so easy to be myself when people will think that I'm cute or quirky or fun. And so much harder when someone might disapprove or get angry. This week, just notice when authenticity comes easy to you and when it's a challenge. And remember, it's better to be hated for who you are than to be loved for who you are not. On your next inhale, rise up to an easy seat on your mat. Root down through your sits bones and bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes, lengthen your spine, and set the intention to play with your preferences this week. Get to know yourself. Make it a game. Start with little things and watch your relationship with yourself grow. Bring your hands to third eye center. The light, the love, the teacher, the student, and the hot mess in me recognizes and adores the light, the love, the teacher, the student, and the hot mess in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming to class today. I know with this medium, I may not know you all personally, but I know that I love you, and I'm glad you're you. I'll see you next week at Be Free Yoga.